Okay, and welcome back. Thanks again for joining me. My name is Sarkuz, and we are sailing south and then west to Campeche. As we're going along, this is one of the Indian villages I told you about earlier. When you ask the Indians to attack people, it both knocks down the amount of soldiers in a city and actually makes the city wealthier. I guess they kill all the poor people and leave the rich ones or something. I'm not sure exactly how that works. The pirate havens are where you can recruit pirates. It's also where the named pirates, which you can see Captain Kidd right there, trying to take out a French bark. And once you take out the named pirate, then you just get a standard captain in there, which you can send after cities to attack them. So the pirate captains act a lot like the Indian raiders, except they don't make the city any richer. They actually take money away from it, but they're still a good choice for softening up the defenses a little bit. They have when you recruit the Indians to go after cities, you have to keep an eye out for pirate privateers, which will try to kill the Indian ships. But when you recruit the pirates to do it, that doesn't happen. So I guess that's the benefit, that you don't have to take out any privateer vessels. Usually you have to take out between 2 and 4 privateer vessels in order to make sure the Indians get there. If you don't, wind up taking one of the ships yourself, because the Indian war canoes are super handy. Right now we're sailing west, so we're going at a decent clip. If you see, if I turn us around and go east, I just made a liar out of myself, but yeah, you slow down big time. So if you're in a war canoe or a pinnace or a mail runner, you can sail east a lot faster. So that's one of the biggest tips I can give you when you're playing this game, is get yourself one of those little ships, preferably a war canoe, because I believe they're the fastest, and just use that as your flagship when you're sailing, and it'll make your life a whole lot easier and make the game go by a lot faster. Because when you're sailing east, it can take forever, especially if you're in a big ship. Another thing, when you're sailing, try to keep cotton sails on all your ships. If one of your ships doesn't have cotton sails and your flagship does that you're sailing with, the one without the cotton sails is going to slow it down. Cotton sails give you more speed. So that's a Jesuit mission. They can give you various missions to transport immigrants, or they will also, once you really start pissing off a nation, which you'll see me doing with Spain here soon, they can actually send a representative to grant you amnesty. So the more you piss off the cities, the nations, the more bounty they put on you, and just sailing by the city can have them start sending ships out to try to kill you. So the amnesty is handy once you're done taking them over. So our first step here is we're going to start recruiting a little bit of crew. And as you can see, things can be expensive. Really need to take out another ship, so it's time to show you guys a ship battle here. Hopefully something will pop up. I don't want to piss off the Spanish yet, because I still need to be able to recruit from their cities. This is a settlement here for the French. You'll see settlements all over. They make it so you can transfer mayors to turn into governors to make the various cities richer. Can't go in there right now because I don't have another ship. And okay, good. There's a pirate fort here. So you can see on this city the size of the fort. It has 3 little, I guess, balustrades on it. So that means it has a bunch of troops. So in order to be able to attack it, make any sort of sense of doing it, you need to cut down the troops big time. And the pirates can do that. So while we're here, let's tell the pirates to go kill some Spanish. There's a pirate raider right there. Yeah, let's go ahead and just take his ship so we have some extra. This is a ship battle. We pretty much circle around each other and fire cannons at each other. When you're fighting, you'll see a pop-up here where you get 3 different sword types. only ever use the rapier. It's the fast one. I don't see any benefit in doing the other ones. It'll make it so if you're fighting an opponent that has a long sword or a cutlass, you really can't lose. If you fight someone with a rapier, especially before you have any upgrades to your skills, it can be really hard. So, as I said, I suck at fencing. I just sit here and just stab at them over and over and over and over and over and over again. You can jump and parry and duck and stuff like that, and as I said, I just never figured out how to do that. So I just sit here and poke and poke and poke and poke, and it generally works. If they have a rapier, that's a little bit harder until you get some of the upgrades. Oh, cool. See, this is one of the specialty crewmen I told you about, and we happen to get my favorite one first, so it's going to make ship battles a lot easier, since we can fire faster. And yes, welcome aboard, lads. And so here, this is the loot screen. You can see how damaged the ship that you're getting is. This one, since I didn't attack it, has no damage at all. Ships can get damage from also sailing over shoals or sailing through hurricanes. That'll mess up the sails. The shoals will mess up the hulls. And so we got some cannon and some food off of him too. So we're going to loop back around here. Oh, good. And we're going to talk to the captain. And we're going to tell him to kill Villahermosa. Take that shit out. And then we will get a little bit more crew. Hello, crew. How are you? And yeah, let's take a treasure chest. So here's the first part of the map. You have to pay for the map pieces. This one doesn't really do me a whole lot of favors. In the bottom, it's going to tell you search in the vicinity of, or search north of, or south of, or whatever. Then there's different landmarks to help you find it. So, but this doesn't tell me anything. You really want to. It's probably going to have some ocean shore up here and some markers that are in the water in order to tell me where it is. Thank you for that waste of money. Where's my parrot? Har har yar. Aw, she says I'm sweet. If only. Let's see if the shipwright can do it. Ooh, he can do copper plating. Do I have the money? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That'll make the copper plating makes you turn a lot faster. You'll notice big time when you have a ship with copper plating and one that doesn't. And ship battles are a real pain in the ass if you don't have it, because turning around takes forever and you're just sitting there getting pounded on by the enemy ships over and over and over again. I can't remember if I recruited crew. Yeah. So we're going to be sailing back and forth here a little bit, trying to get some crew, get some more ships. We're going to talk to this Indian chief here, send him after Vera Cruz. And we can protect him as he does it. Excuse me, I tend to cough and clear my throat a lot. It's due to years of smoking. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for you, and it's not easy to quit. I did it once before, and then I picked it back up after I got divorced because I'm a dumbass. And yeah, the rest is history. Okay, so here are the privateers I told you about. They're actually stacked on top of each other. There's two of them there. So we're just gonna ramming speed these bitches. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah, that felt good. Rapier, let's hope he doesn't have one. Okay, good. So as you fight, you can see the crew on the bottom, and as you fight, you start losing crew. They're in the background helping you fight. The more crew you have, the better you do. Ow. That wasn't very nice. And though you don't necessarily have to have more crew than the enemies you're fighting, you just have to make sure that you're doing really well with your fencing. So as you get less crew, you slow down a little bit. Later on, you can get a crewman that's a surgeon, so after you fight, you can get some of them back. That's the downside of fighting these battles is, well, we got a navigator. That'll make it so we can sail east faster. And we'll take some people. Sure, why not? Kill this privateer. Which one am I? I always forget which one I am. I have those custom sail flags on there, but still. Guess I'm not very smart sometimes. So this guy has more crew than me, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Once you get down to one crew, if you take a hit, then you lose. And if you're fighting one of the different nationalities, they put you in jail, which sucks. There are items to help you get out of jail, I'm going to cheese it on this just so I don't age too fast, and if that happens to happen to me, I'm just going to load the game right up before a battle, which, yes, I know is cheating. No, I don't care if you care, because it's just going to make this go by faster. Hello, lads. Okay, so we have 3 ships. You can look at our fleet status. 3 additional ships, I mean. So it tells you how many they can hold. We got a couple sloops of war, which are better than a sloop. And so we're probably going to wind up taking this Rising Sun as our main ship here. Once I put some copper plating on it. And so right now we can hold 350 crew. I'd like to get a little bit more than that. Preferably like to have at least 350, 400 crew when I'm starting this stuff off, which can be kind of a pain to do. So these are important. You may want to skip by these, but don't. Especially if you like to invade cities like I do. So sure, tell me more. So he'll tell you about a city, gives you some important info. It tells you what the shipwright can give you, triple hammocks, which allows your ship to hold a whole lot more crew, which is nice. And it tells you how rich it is, how poor it is, and how many soldiers it has, which is super important to know. If you're into trading, it gives you stats on what the different commodities are worth. Again, I don't really care about that. But the soldiers, I like to keep an eye on this. Now, I'm not really going to be killing any English cities in this game, but it's still good to know. And talk to the shipwright. What can they give me here? Iron scantlings. I don't have the money to do it. I don't really need it anyways because I'm going to be taking this ship. And go to the governor and get a promotion. Promote me! As that one player used to do. So, okay, as a captain, I can recruit more crew. And he's giving me 50 acres of land. So here's an attractive daughter. She's the middle of the daughter types. And the more attractive the daughter is, the harder it is to get a dance with her unless you have a special fancy hat special item. So she won't dance with me until I get the rank of colonel, which is the 3rd rank. I believe it goes captain, then major, then colonel, then admiral, then baron, then count, then marquis, and then duke. Okay, so here's the war canoes. It should tell me that they're attacking. Let's do a quick thing. Since we've been there, we can tell how many troops they have. So right now it says they have 180 soldiers. And now after they've attacked it, maybe I have to go back in the city. You can see it made them wealthy. I can't remember if they were wealthy already. Okay, let's see if it cut down on their troops a little bit. It gave them more troops. That makes no sense at all. That sucks. That wasn't very nice. Ooh, treasure ship. I want it. I want it. I want it. It's going to piss off the Spanish. I don't care. Treasure ships are, as they sound, ships that hold treasure. And the Spanish ones also have a absolute shit ton of guns, so you do not want to get in their broadsides, because they will destroy you, especially if you're running small ships. And shit, he has a rapier. So we're just going to poke and poke and poke and poke and poke and poke. I hate it when they have rapiers. Now, doing this way really isn't good. You can see those little dizzy things on top of my head. That means I'm slowing down. And when you're against someone with a rapier, slowing down is bad. But I'm hoping I can just war of attrition this bastard. No, quit it. I don't want to get knocked off the ship. That would be bad. Come on, dude. Make a different move. No, 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 stop. There, how'd that feel? Come on. Come on. I need a better weapon. I'm gonna get killed. I'm gonna get killed. I'm gonna get killed. I'm gonna get killed. No, no, no. Fuck. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be restarting this one. Because as I said, yes, I'm gonna cheese it, but I really don't want to spend any time in jail. And if you get yourself out of jail, you have to... Yeah, you can see me slowing down. If you get yourself out of jail, you have to escape from the city and do this little mini game that's a real pain where you slowly crawl through. Yeah, I'm in the Vera Cruz prison. Excuse me. No, I'm not going to try Snake Out Town. And so that just wasted a year of my life. So we're going to go to load game, and we're going to go to battle. And hey, it's like it never even happened. So let's try that again, and hopefully that guy doesn't have a rapier. If he does, then we're going to back out again, and then, shit. See, that's a lot of cannons. Now these small ships can evade the cannon fire a little bit. Ow. That wasn't very nice. Come on, before he gets me again. Don't. Hopefully that didn't cause damage. Please don't have a rapier. Fuck. Okay, let's try this again. I've noticed the treasure galleons tend to have rapiers a lot, and the Dutch tend to have rapiers a lot. Now once I get a better fencing shirt, which speeds me up, and better swords, it'll be a non-issue. But when you're just starting off, especially if you don't pick the skill in fencing, this can be a real pain in the ass. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. 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 I'm going to chop you. Ah. See, that was a dangerous thing, is when he flips back, he can hit me again. Come on. Oh, yeah. So let's just keep doing those. Come on. Ow. I mopped your ass. Clean you up. That was bad, I know. Come on, we're getting closer. I'm running out of crew. Run out of crew. Oh yeah. Yeah, just keep doing that. I don't want to run out of crew. As you saw last time, I got down to 1 crew, so he captured me even though... Yes, okay. See, that's how it's supposed to go. Give me some sailors. And we're going to take all, and then we're going to go right in the city. Which I know is pretty mean to do. But if you don't have enough crew, then your sailing speed slows down. And that's bad. Gibraltar, sure. 200 soldiers. And see, now since I did that, the governor's going to be mad at me. So first, he's happy that I did this, that, and the other. And then he's like, oh, you took the Spanish treasure ship. That's not very nice. If you keep doing that, then they're eventually going to put a bounty on your head. When you get a bounty, then you can't sail anywhere, and it kind of sucks. So we need to unload some stuff. There, unloaded some stuff. Hopefully that's enough to get rid of this treasure galleon. 5 more tons. Come on. We'll just do this. If you leave town and come back, they magically have... Hey, look at that, more money. So, yeah. You can drain them of all their money over and over and over again. So, especially with these wealthy towns. Fix my ship. Get rid of this thing. And so... I know this might be a little boring. We're just going to go back and forth a little bit, but ooh, a war canoe. Okay, so I'm going to take this war canoe so we can sail faster. War canoes are hard to attack because they're going to be faster than you, and they want to run away. Now, once you get them, you don't have to worry about fighting because they'll always surrender once you catch up to them. Every once in a while, you'll find one carrying a lot of money. The barmaids will tell you if there is one, but usually you get pretty much nothing off them. You get a couple cannon and you get a little bit of food. The main appeal of doing it is getting the ship. So if you hit the tab key, you can cycle through your ships, and so we're going to make this guy our flagship and see that we are going faster. I'm not going to take too many of those. Okay, so we need crew. Let's see here. We got 220 soldiers here. They keep going up. Via Hermosa has 240. Campeche has 300. So really, we need about 240, 250 or so. Hopefully I can get that after a couple of go-arounds here. Come on. Now, it's still not super fast because we're going east. If I had cotton sails and all these, that would be a lot faster. But, alas, I don't know if any of these places have cotton sails. So we're going to stop back in Port Morn. Hopefully the pirates are back so they can attack it again. Once you send someone after... Yeah, they are. Once you send people after attacking a city, it takes a few months for them to respawn. 25, I'll take you. Yes, when you see these, always get them as soon as possible. It makes you live longer. That's awfully early to get that. And let's see, what's your shipwright do? No, I don't want to divide the loot. Always click that. Copper plating. Sure, I'll put it on a work canoe. Why not? And which one am I keeping? I'm keeping this one. So this is going to be my flagship for now. So let's name it. Check status. Fleet status. So you can rename your ships here. And so I'm taking the Rising Sun. We're going to turn it into the Solstica, which is a character I play in Warcraft a lot. Yes, I play female characters because I'm very sexist against men. What can I say? Oh, look, it's a new governor. Let's take out a pirate. And I didn't change my flagship, but you'll see I can just pretty much just dodge stuff back and forth. Dodge and weave, dodge and weave. That's the advantage of these small ships. When you have a big ship, you just want to go full broadsides with people and just barrel them with as much as you can in shot. When you have a little one, you can circle around them and just kind of whittle them down. I like to do that when I go after the Marquis de Montauban. I just sit there and shoot him and shoot him and shoot him until he runs out of cannons, and then shoot him with grape shot until he goes down to one crew. Because he's a pain in the ass to duel, period. When he has a crew behind him, he's even harder because he's faster. Well, quartermaster. He can enforce discipline at sea. That will make it so your crew is a whole lot less to mutiny. And we got some crew out of it too. Killing that pirate should hopefully have gained us enough credit with the Spanish to not make them as angry with us anymore. And no, he still remembers it. Oh well. 41 men? Okay, we're getting better. Amazing news, my family. I'm not going to pay for that. You can get the information from the Jesuit missions. And so there's no real reason to spend that money if you have a mission near you. So what was our flagship? Solstica. Doesn't need anything. How are we doing on food? Well, let's sell some crap. Yay, we sold some crap. Food's cheap here. Buy some of that. Especially since we're getting more crew. The more crew you have, the more food you need, obviously. If you get a Cooper, then your food goes longer. Cooper preserves it in barrels. And this is a good price for cannons. Usually the pirate havens don't give you any money for cannons. Most towns give you 1 gold for cannons, so 2 gold's pretty good. I generally carry just a few more cannons than what I need, because if you're in a battle and you take out all the cannons on a ship, but you lose some of yours, you won't be able to get any cannons off their ship, obviously. And you don't want to enter a battle with less cannon than you can possibly have. Okay, that's a modest port now since it got attacked. So that the troops keep going up. What the fuck? That's not cool. I have a fleet of sloops. Hello, fleet of sloops. Let's sail. Ooh, they got attacked again. I wonder if it tells me on the screen when that happens. No, I think you have to visit it first. Transporting troops. If you see these, take them out. You don't want troops going into the cities, obviously, because that'll say the city has 300. It's probably going to jack it up to 500 or so. And so, as you can see, the big ships tend to be slow. Galleons sail fast when they get going, but they can't turn for shit. So, ow, ow, ow. Hopefully he has a cutlass. Please have a cutlass. Longsword will do. Plop, plop, plop. And poking him in the crotch. You're not gonna have babies. You're not gonna have babies. Not like you need babies with that facial hair. That's the weirdest beard ever. What's up within the back there? He has a fancy shiny hat. Everyone needs a fancy shiny hat. Oh, yay! Okay, this might piss off the Spanish that I did that. Let's see, will they let me in? Yeah, they let me in. Okay. If you fight right outside a city, it really makes them angry. Another map piece. Okay, we got some water there. Still doesn't do me good. If you fight right outside a city, even if it doesn't damage your reputation totally with the nation overall, it'll damage it with just that city. So they may open fire on you, even though they're not doing it on others. Ooh, triple hammocks. Okay, we're gonna buy some triple hammocks. As I said, these give you more crew, so we can have less ships to cart around if we have more crew. So let's see here. I'm gonna get rid of my sloops and just keep the sloops of war. And I know I said to buy food, but in order to sell ships, you have to get rid of some cargo. So, okay, so we're gonna keep this little armada right here. So as you can see, we can hold a lot more. The war canoe went up to, I forgot to put it on this one here. Dumbass. Oh well. The war canoe went from 50 to 75, so that's a nice little bonus. And the other ones went from 100 to 150. What you'll probably wind up doing eventually is you're gonna have your fast ship in the front like a war canoe, and then if you like the royal sloops, you're gonna have one of those for your fighting ship, and then you're gonna get a big thing like a trade galleon here to carry all your shit. Poor Spanish port. Did they get more troops? It looks like they got more troops. Yes, where did... That's annoying. And we're having trouble recruiting here. So we're probably going to just wind up attacking Vera Cruz with what I can get. I have enough experience attacking cities that I can generally take them out with less troops than what the enemy has. 20 men. San Juan. Sure. Did I start this on adventure or road? I'm adventure. Huh. Those are a lot of troops for adventure. Okay, go back up after Villa Hermosa. We'll be back. What are you doing? What are you doing? Transporting troops? No, you don't. So let's switch my flagship to the sloop of war. Give myself a little bit more luck. Die. And the wind is not in my favor right now. Okay, so I'm gonna slap this guy with some grape shot to cut down on his troops. I really don't want to fence him yet. Chain shot to take out his sails. Since I'm not going to be keeping his ship. Because when I'm fencing him, I'm going to be losing crew, and I need all the crew I can get right now. So once you take out their sails, they're almost always going to surrender. Sometimes pirates don't. Oop, he surrendered fast. And when they surrender, you don't have to worry about fighting them. So you can choose to sink it, which I'm doing. And hey, we got a decent amount of gold off of that. They're paying their troops pretty well. And okay, so you can see my crew isn't as happy anymore. The more crew you get, the harder it is to keep them happy, the more money you have to have. I think it's something, in order to keep them from mutinying, you have to have 1,000 gold or so for each crewman. So, which is kind of hard to keep. So, what I do is after I attack towns, I just sell off all my ships except for one, and when you sell your ships, you lose crew, which is handy, which I know isn't very nice, but these aren't real people. They're just little digital people. Okay, Mr. Pirate. Die. So he has cotton sails, so he's going to be able to sail faster than me. It's handy to be able to tell what modifications they have. No, go away. No. No, I don't want to deal with you. I'm not going to have much of a choice. Grape shot. Okay, hopefully he has... Son of a bitch. Just when I was getting crew. So you can see my crew number. It's going to start dropping. No, don't go too fast. Come on. Come on. Almost there. Yay. Okay. I don't want your shit. And we got to take out this other pirate. Get a pirate. Kill me a pirate. Oh yeah. I'm on the bottom this time. The position you are when you start the battle, in accordance to the ship that you're fighting, matters big time. You always want to be to the right of them so you have the wind, so you can sail into them and move around faster. If they have the wind, they're going to take advantage of you as much as possible. So, slap. Bye-bye. Man, we're getting crewmen early. That's awesome. Okay, well, killing those pirates will probably make Vera Cruz like me a little bit more. Okay. So they took that out. Come on, war canoes. See, when the pirates attacked, it went to modest wealth instead of... How? Oh, I guess it counted as that. Okay. And now they're back up to wealthy once the Indians got them. Governor, do you hate me yet? Yeah. He's going to get more troops. 16. So bitch. It's not going to be easy. Okay, well, this honestly is not a very good start, but we're going to have to make do. So, we're going to land here. I said land. Quit making out the shore. There we go. And we're going to head north. When you land, and there's different ways to attack a town. One, you can sail by and hit the space bar and start shooting cannons at them big time, which will slightly lower their troops, but it greatly lowers their wealth until they get pissed off enough that they start firing back. When they fire back, then you can attack them. Or if you land, you can just walk up to them and say, attack the town. Okay, so let's see if I can take out a greater force than myself. This is the battlefield. There's things to keep in mind with this. There's hills. Whoever's higher level gets more power in fighting. The trees help you out a lot when you're fighting against cavalry and dudes with guns, because the dudes with guns can't hurt you only for half the damage, and the cavalry can't take you over completely. They can't fight in the woods very well. So, like say if cavalry came up, they can also attack multiple times, so he could take out 1, 2, and maybe even 3 of my groups of crew all at once if they're in the open. So, and then the rocks you can't walk through. There's no real good locations here. We'll do this one so we can route the baddies through. So, each of your groups gets 2 moves, though if you go into the woods, it counts as 2. Buccaneers shoot guns. Pirates are melee. Officers are melee as well. They're just stronger than a standard pirate. There's 2 different ways of winning. You can either kill all the troops, which is what I usually do, or if you can get a troop all the way up to the gate, then you'll win. Crap, I forgot to see who's at war with who. I don't think the Spanish are at war with French right now. They're gonna get hurt. You go that way. Yeah, keep going that way. You go there and sit. You stay there. You're gonna go over here too. You're gonna shoot people. And you go there. It's a strategy thing. I generally suck at strategy games, but this really isn't that hard. The only trouble we really have here is the fact that they have more troops than we do. So I'm going to do a flanking attack, which is going to instantly take out these baddies. You get double damage for flanking. So the Buccaneer is going to move forward. See, the baddies are in the trees, so my damage is going to be divided by 2. Which, I know, not fun, but... Pirates, you're going to go and kill these guys. So these give you kind of stats on how kind of advantage you have, though also they generally don't tell you how many troops you have at any given time. If you don't have enough troops, you can still lose even if you have better attack. We're going to fire. Use your buccaneers as much as you possibly can. They can make or break you. Now, if they get into a melee fight, you're boned, because they don't do shit damage up close. Ow. Ow. That's not very nice. Oh, good. Wow. So you can change your target. I'm going to take out these guys that are in the open. The closer your buccaneers are to them, the more damage they'll do. I'm probably going to lose my pirates here. Sometimes both sides will retreat at once. Oh, wow. Got lucky. You stay there. You're shooting someone in the trees. Fine. Buccaneers. Cool, you can reach them. And then I believe it's Spanish turn. Oh, no, I get more. Let's stay there. Come on out of the trees, you pansies. Yeah, they have the clear advantage. And the cavalry, when you see them, the AI is smart enough that they generally won't go after your troops if they're in the trees. We gotta move you. Kill. Let's get you up here. You're gonna be cannon fodder, quite literally. And go to the middle one. This is gonna be. I know we have more troops than they do right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Whittle them down a little bit. Okay, pirates. You're angry. Maybe this will be a flank. Nope. Please don't die. 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 Yay. And now you're probably gonna die. Okay, so you see these guys here are facing to the west now. So I can have a little bit of fun. I'm gonna take my pirates here and flank these bad boys. And even though there's only a couple of them, they might just take them out. Yep. And then these guys I can flank. And, wow. That's a lot of damage. Okay. So even though we had a bunch less troops, we still won. And when you sack it, you get some money. If you have a whole bunch more troops than what the city has, you only have to do it once. If you don't have as many troops or just not a very big advantage, you generally have to attack it a few times. So we are at 38 minutes. I'm going to cut this off here. Thank you again for joining me. My name is Sarcuse. This was episode 2, and I look forward to seeing you in episode 3. Bye-bye.